Alright, so now we're going to be talking about the Triangle Inequality Rule. So this rule basically states that if C is our longest side of the triangle, and if A and B are the other side lengths, A plus C must be greater than B, and B must be greater than C minus A. So that's great, but this is just a bunch of letters that's kind of hard to visualize. So let's draw a diagram. So let's say we have this right angle. Let's say that side length A is, 3 inches. Let's say side length C is 9 inches. And then we have side length B. So with just the length of A and C, we can figure out the range of what B could be in, right? So 3 plus 9 should be greater than B, and 9 minus 3 must be, or B must be greater than 9 minus 3. So 12, B, 6. So now let's talk about why this makes sense, shall we? So, if we say that B is 6, then we have 2 side lengths that add up to 9, and we have 1 side length that is just 9. So this triangle would literally just be 2 overlapping lines. There is no triangle in here. A triangle, from its name, has 3 angles. This doesn't even have 1 angle. This cannot be defined as a triangle. So that's why B must be greater than 6. But then let's also see why it makes sense that B should be smaller than 12. So let's say that B is 12. So now we've got 2 side lengths that add up to 12 and 1 side length that is 12. So once again we've got that scenario where we just have 2 overlapping lines, no angles, it's not a triangle. But now let's see what happens if our B length is somewhere in between, like say, what's in between 12 and 6? 8. Let's say 8. So now we see that 3 plus 9, 12, is greater than 8. But we can also see that if we add up the other side lengths, it's always going to be greater than the third side length. So 3 plus 8 is greater than 9, 9 plus 3 is greater than 8, and 9 plus 8 is greater than 3. This is the rule for triangles. You can't have a triangle if all 3 of these don't apply. It just, the triangle won't exist. It'll just be a line, right? So, diagrams are nice and all, but how about we have a string diagram, or string example. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So let me just get my string ready. So, we have one piece of string that is, let me just measure it real quickly, that is 6 inches. So let's tape that up here. I hope this works out. Alright. Here's our 6-inch side length of our triangle. Stretch it out. Okay? Now we have another side length that is 3 inches. Alright? So we'll just put this little buddy here. Or I suppose we should, let me put that down. Now let me find my other side length. Here it is. This one I believe is 11 inches, right? Okay. So let's think about this for a little bit. Where is my tape? This is so much more harder than I thought it would be. Alright, whatever. We'll deal with it. Alright. Here's our 11 inches. And then our itty bitty baby 3 inches. So, let me label these out. So this is 3 inches, 6 inches, and 11 inches. So, judging by these lengths, do you think that this triangle exists? Why or why not? So for me, I don't think this triangle will exist, because if I look here, 3 plus 6 is not greater than 11. That was supposed to be a crossed out sign. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 is not greater than 11. So this triangle just won't work. And now I'll show you how it won't work with our nifty little tape and string. Alright, so let's have the 11 on the bottom. Alright, so let's connect this here. And then we take our little 3-inch piece. Oh, goodness gracious. And let's just tape it there. Alright? So you can see that this triangle isn't going to work. There's this little chunk here where it just doesn't end. And even if I were to reposition this, reposition it, come on, reposition it so that it would lay over each other, 3 plus 6 is 9, and 9 is not greater than 11. So it wouldn't even lay over each other. It would still, there would still be this gap. There's no way to make this triangle work. So, how about we take this piece and we cut it down to be 8 inches. So let me just get out my tape and cut it at 8 inches. Right there. So now we have this piece that's 8 inches. We've got a 6-inch piece. And we've got a 3-inch piece. Now, will somebody tell me, will this work? If you said yes, you are correct. So, use my eraser. What we've got here is we've got our 6-inch, our 8-inch, and our 3-inch. And this triangle does work, because when you add up the two side lengths, they're always greater than the third. 3 plus 6, 9, greater than 8. 8 plus 3, 11, greater than 6. 6 plus 3, or I did that one already. 8 plus 6, 14 is greater than 3. But you really just have to do that. A plus B is greater than C. B plus C is greater than A. And C plus A is greater than B test. And if all of these work, then you're good. That's the triangle inequality rule.